If this is you and you find yourself running to the bathroom, barely able to make it, and maybe sometimes you don't, this is what we call bladder urgency. It is that feeling that you have to go to the bathroom now. That sometimes feels like it comes out of nowhere, it comes on really quickly, or it's coming a lot. Maybe you're on a car ride and you can barely hold it and you need to stop right now. You're standing in line at a store, shaking your leg because you really have to go to the bathroom and you don't know if you can hold it. And because of this, you might be someone who goes every time you leave the house, every time you leave a store, anytime you leave anywhere, just in case. And this is not an occurrence that has to be normal. What is considered normal in terms of frequency going to the bathroom is about every 2 to 4 hours. And that is even if you are well hydrated. Maybe not overhydrated, so if you're drinking way too much water, you may be going more than that. And also there are bladder irritants that can affect this, but we'll get into those tomorrow. Most people should also be able to make it through the entire night without waking up to go. And when it comes to urgency, we should be aware of when that urge is coming on. And it should be kind of a gradual buildup of your bladder filling and knowing when you can push it off a little bit or when you need to get there now. Now, a couple of reasons why this can happen. One being if you are waiting way too long to go to the bathroom. Maybe you got caught up in work, or maybe you're a nurse or a teacher and you don't have time to go to the bathroom when you need to, and you're pushing it 5-6 hours just because you're distracted and your mind's on something else. You might find that that urge feels like it comes out of nowhere because, again, your mind was focused on something else and emptying your bladder was not one of those tasks that your body was worried about. Another reason this can happen is pelvic floor muscles that are super, super tense and tight. It makes the bladder feel like it's much more full than it is, or it's sending those signals much more frequently than they need to. Even though your bladder can technically fill a little bit more, your body, your brain is sending those signals saying, go, go, go now. Even though you technically have some time, those muscles are putting a lot of pressure and making it feel like you don't. Again, this often ties in with the frequency aspect. So if you're going just in case all the time before you leave the house, even though you don't actually have to go, you're going way more frequently than every 2 hours, those can lead into some of those urgency symptoms as well. Make sure to follow along later this week because we're going to get into some bladder irritants that can make this a little bit worse, and also some strategies to help improve your symptoms with urinary urgency.